Alright guys, we're back with another one, and this is the LG G5 last word review. Alright guys, so here we have the LG G5, and may I say, it took a minute, but I had to figure out exactly what kind of look I wanted with this phone. I don't find it to be the most attractive phone, but it is the more functional phone. It just works. Here is my LG G5. This phone I've been using for about 2 weeks now, and may I say, it's been an awesome experience. The LG G5 works awesome with my Moto 360. It works awesome with the Android Wear watches. I did not have that same experience using the Note 5. Note 5 seemed to have issues working with Android Wear, in my opinion. Now, look at this beautiful phone. Got it in gold, but I couldn't feel all of that gold. I had to do something a little different. So I got a deep brand skin. Got the deep brand skin, got it in black and red, and I got a little red accent there at the bottom, and it carries over to the front. Little red accent in the front. So it helped me out with the look of the phone. I'm satisfied with this look. Awesome. Way to go, D brand. You done it again. But anyway guys, so the phone fits in my hand real good. And I have a little bit more grip now. The phone feels good in the hand. 5.3 inch Quad HD display. Beautiful phone. The screen is awesome. Now a lot of people complain about the brightness levels. The phone can get more real dim. It can get very bright. It may not be as bright as an AMOLED screen, but it's very good. I really enjoy this phone. It works perfect. Now when it comes to the modules, I'm disappointed that LG don't have the DAC. It needs more modules. If this phone get more modules, this will be the phone to get. But as of right now, to me, it just works as a phone. So the display, awesome. Now when it comes to the front facing camera, we're dealing with 8 megapixels. And may I say, 8 megapixel for a front facer is definitely awesome. Take a look at a couple of these front facers. Now when it comes to the bottom of the phone, you have this Type-C connector, which I love. You get it right every time. Every time you plug in your connector, you got it right. The speaker, one of the best mono speakers on the market right now. This speaker got some punch, and let's take a little example of that right now. Nice crystal clear sound coming from the G5. It's hot. Now when it comes to the volume buttons being on the side of the phone, I don't mind it at all. It took a learning curve. Now I find myself pressing these buttons just by holding the phone. I would have liked it if LG found a way to put the buttons at the back so it could be the complete LG feel. But they put the fingerprint scanner at the back, and may I say, this is one of the best fingerprint scanners on the market. It works just like the Nexus. So if anyone knows how the Nexus 6P and 5X feel with the fingerprint scanner, they know that this fingerprint scanner is on point. Now, here's one issue that I have with the notifications in the front. You can't do nothing with the notifications. You can't peek or anything. All it's doing is taking you to the lock screen. So it's great as a clock, and it's great to let you know that you have some notifications there. But other than that, it's just a fancy clock, not a big deal. But it is nice that they're getting into this. So it doesn't work like the Moto X, but real close. Now, going the back here, we got these back. You have the 16 megapixel that you're used to, and then you have the 8 megapixel to capture that really wide shot. And I'm going to show you guys my shots over the weekend here, how this camera performs. It's awesome. So you guys can see right there from those camera shots that I took, the camera is on point. One of the best cameras you can get on the market right now. Beware Samsung. Now, when it comes to the slight imperfections of getting that little peak at the antenna line, for me, this is a non-issue. This phone have a pretty good build. And it's an all metal phone. It's not plastic at all. It's just have a paint job. So just like your car, this phone has like a paint job. Now when it comes to the processor and the storage, you're dealing with the Snapdragon 820 processor, one of the best processors on the market right now. This is on point. Very fine job, LG, with the processor, accompanied with 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, and you have up to 2 terabytes of internal storage. So if you get a 128 card, you could take pictures all day. Beautiful, beautiful LG. Awesome. Now, when it comes to the OS of this LG G5, I have a problem with it. This is LG Skin, and there's no app drawer. So all your apps just pile up, and to me, it looks like an iPhone. It looks like a total mess. I don't like this style. So all I did was download and use the Google Now launcher, because I like my Google Now on that side. So basically, real simple. You go to home screen and you download the Google Play Launcher app and you just install it, and you can see I already have my apps arranged the way I normally like it. Google Now launcher is on point. It makes you feel like you have a Nexus. Everything feels fluent. Everything feels nice with this phone with the Google Play launcher. Now, as a phone, this phone is a performer. It's awesome. If you want to use it as a phablet, nah, just not quite there. I think phablet size starts at 5.5. This is a phone. Fits in your hand real good. This phone for pictures is definitely on point. And the app, the camera app, is definitely nice and simple, easy to use. So you just set it and forget it and take your pictures. It's awesome. Now, last thing, battery life. If you keep the brightness at a medium level, you can easily go a good 14 hours, just like most of the phones out there. But other than that, you may have your days when the phone will take you through about 10 hours for the day, a little bit less than previous days. It's just the way it is with LG. But you have a lot of different features with this phone. This phone just performs. So let's try Google on top. Gives you a lot of information on what you're looking at. This is hot stuff. So the LG G5 is a phone that you should get. It's a nice phone. Camera A+, fingerprint scanner A+. If they come out with more modules, this will make this phone a contender for phone of the year, because it just works. But pretty much, this is my review of the LG G5. This is definitely a phone worth getting. So pretty much with that, we'll see you in the next one. My compliments to D Brand. Awesome stuff.
See evidence of arteries, for example, thickening of arteries in 8-year-olds. That's similar to what we used to see in 45-year-olds.
2/3 of American adults are seriously overweight or obese. That's a 150% increase in just the last 30 years.
My story is that I was a ticking time bomb, and I didn't even know about it because my blood pressure was 156/95. And when somebody shared this information with me, I was grateful. You know, sometimes you get those calls, and I'm sure everybody's gotten that call from a friend that says, man, we got this great thing, join this business, we'll make a whole lot of money. He didn't do that. He said, we have a product that's saving lives. And I tried it. My pressure went from 156/95 down to 106/73. I'm not making any medical claims because we're not allowed, but we are allowed to tell our own personal testimonies. That's what I'm doing.